Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Last Night Guru. Hope your biology CET exam went very well. So, in this video, we will discuss about the key answer of KCET Biology 2024. So, the first question, the genotypic ratio of incomplete dominance. So, in incomplete dominance, genotypic ratio and phenotypic ratio same irutte. So, that is 1:2:1. So, option B is the right answer. Next, find the incorrect statement among the following. So, option C, if you see, individuals affected by Down syndrome will have congenital heart defect and are more intelligent. So, they are not more intelligent, instead they are mentally retarded. So, option C is the correct answer. Next, third question. In a dihybrid cross between a true breeding round yellow seeded and true breeding wrinkled green seeded pea plant, the ratio of segregation of round and wrinkled seed trait in F2 is. For this, the correct option is 3:1. The Government of India legalized MTP with a strict regulation in the year. So, MTP is nothing but medical termination of pregnancy. So, in India, MTP was legalized in the year 1971. So, option C is correct. Fifth one, the process in which a small part of the vas deferens is removed or tied up through a small incision is called. So, here vas deferens is given. So, it is a method of permanent or surgical method of contraception known as vasectomy. So, option B, vasectomy, right? So, next, sixth question. Test cross in pea plant is. So, you all know test cross is a cross between the F2 generation with a recessive parent, right? So, it is a cross between F2 tall plant and a recessive parent. Next, seventh one. Homeostasis is a condition where the organism. So, what is homeostasis? Homeostasis means it is a process in which organism maintain a constant internal environment and adjust to the changing external environment. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ option correct ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? It maintains a constant internal environment in an ever changing external environment. This is the correct option. Next, eighth one. Which of the following is not a parasitic adaptation? So, here four different adaptations are given. Let's see. A, loss of unnecessary sex organ. So, this is a adaptation of parasites. They do not have unnecessary sense organs. Next, B, absence of adhesive organs or sucker. Of course, this is one of the most prominent adaptation of parasite, that they have adhesive organs to get adhered to the host organism. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Absence ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So, next ನೋಡೋಣ, loss of digestive system. Parasites do not have digestive system. They absorb the nutrients from the host. So, this is correct. Next, high reproductive capacity. Of course, parasite shows high reproductive capacity. So, which is not a parasitic adaptation here? Option B. Next, ninth question. DNA polymerase of Thermus aquaticus is. See, you all know Thermus aquaticus is used in PCR. Why it is used in PCR? Because it is liable in high temperature. It persists in the high temperature. Hence, Thermus aquaticus is thermostable. Option D. Next, 10th one. If a recombinant DNA bearing gene for resistance to ampicillin is transferred into E. coli cell, host cell becomes transformed into ampicillin resistant cell. What happens when these E. coli are grown on the medium containing ampicillin? So, when the E. coli has been transformed with the ampicillin resistance gene. So, they are asking what happens here. So, illi this E. coli is transformant. Alva, transformant will grow in the ampicillin, whereas non-transformant will not grow in the ampicillin and will die. So, illi option B, non-transformants will die and transformants will grow. Next question. Which of the following is based upon the principle of antigen-antibody interaction? So, you all know ELISA, which is a method for diagnosis of HIV. It works on antigen-antibody reaction. So, illi ELISA option kottidare. So, option B, ELISA. Next, which among the following is used to treat emphysema? So, of course, in emphysema, alpha antitrypsin is used for the treatment. But here two options are given. You can see option A, human hormone alpha antitrypsin, human protein alpha antitrypsin. So, what is alpha antitrypsin? Whether it is a hormone or protein? So, it is a protein. Hence, option C will be the correct one. Next question. The natural reservoir of phosphorus is, so phosphorus is found in the lithosphere. So the reservoir of phosphorus is rocks. So option A, rock. Next, the sequence of communities of primary succession in water is, so primary succession in the water begins with phytoplanktons, that is plants, aquatic plants, then rooted hydrophytes, then free floating hydrophytes, then swamps, marsh meadows, scrubs, and then trees. So here option D is the correct one. Next, 15th one. Match the type of adaptation given in the list 1 with their examples given in the list 2. So first comes biochemical adaptation. So biochemical adaptation we can see in deep sea fishes. Next, second one, behavioral adaptation. Behavioral adaptation is seen in desert lizard. Next, physiological adaptation. Physiological adaptation is seen in kangaroo rats. Then morphological adaptation in opuntia. So the right option is C, 1Q, 2P, 3S and 4R. Next, 16th one. The annual net primary productivity of biosphere is approximately. So approximately it is 170. Yes. But here two options are given again. 170 billion tons and 170 million tons. So the right option is 170 billion tons. That is option A. Next question. A strict protection of biodiversity hotspot could reduce the ongoing mass extinction by almost. So, a strict protection of biodiversity will help in reducing the extinction by 30%. So, option C, 30%. Next, identify the incorrect match with respect to the recently extinct animal according to IUCN anta keltidare. So first one, A, Dodo Mauritius. Yes, correct it is. Quagga Africa. This is also correct. Thalassin Australia. This is also correct. Stellar sea crow North America anta kottidare. Stellar sea crow you can see in Russia, right? It is linked with Russia. So option D is incorrect. Next, 19th one. According to hypothesis proposed by environmental biologists, a relatively constant environment in tropics. So, a relatively constant environment ittu antandre, it will promote niche specialization and great species diversity. A direct question from NCERT. So, option B is a correct one. Next, 20th. In the prevention of air pollution, the role of scrubber is to remove. So, the role of scrubber is to remove the gaseous pollutant. Il gaseous yaud kottidare? Gaseous SO2. So, of course, option C is correct. So, next, match list 1 with list 2 and choose the correct answer. So, list 1 is given nitrogen rich fertilizer. So, nitrogen rich fertilizer increases eutrophication. Next, carbon dioxide. It is a greenhouse gases, hence greenhouse effect. Next, carbon monoxide is a air pollutant. CFC is in ozone depletion. So, for 21, which is the correct option? Option B. Next, identify the bacterial disease among the following. Here, different diseases are given. You have to identify the bacterial disease. Let's see. A, brown rust of wheat. This is a fungal disease. B, tobacco mosaic disease. This is a viral disease. Next, C, black rot of crucifer. This is a bacterial disease. And D, late blight of potato. And this is also a fungal disease. So, which is the correct option here? Option C. Next, 23rd. Match the nutrients given in list 1 with the source in the list 2. Let's see. First one, vitamin A. The rich source of vitamin A is carrot. 1. Single cell protein. You all know single cell protein is extracted from a algae known as spirulina. So second one. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is rich in bitter ground. Next, protein. So beans consist of more amount of protein. So what is the correct option here? Option B. Next, the chemical substance which are produced by some microbes which can kill or retard the growth of other microbe is known as. So this is a easy question. It is option D, antibiotic. Next, 25th. Select the correct statement from the following. Option A. Methanobacterium is an aerobic bacteria. No, it is a anaerobic bacteria. So this is a wrong option. Next, biogas is produced by the activity of aerobic bacteria. No, biogas is produced by anaerobic bacteria. So this is also wrong. Next, C. Biogas is a pure methane. No, biogas is a mixture of other gases but predominantly methane. But ಬೇರೆ gases ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತವೆ. So this is also a wrong option. Next, activated sludge in sediment tank is a rich source of aerobic bacteria. So option D is the correct option. Next, 26. Which of this enzyme is required to cleave a plasmid? Of course, plasmid are cleaved by an enzyme known as restriction endonuclease. Illi option B, endonuclease. Direct question idu. Next, 27. Following represent P, Q and R denoted few steps of Griffith's experiment. So you all have studied Griffith's experiment, no? Identify the correct one. So P ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ, R strain inject into mice die. No, mice is alive. So P is wrong. Next, S strain which is heat killed injected into mice die. No, when S strain was heat killed, mice was alive. So this is also a wrong one. Next, R strain injected into mice was alive. So this is a correct one. R strain was non-virulent and when it is injected into mice was alive. So option B, only R. Next, 28th. In tRNA, the region that binds with mRNA. So tRNA alli mRNA bind ಆಗೋ region ಅನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Anticodon loop of tRNA. Next, 29. The mRNA has untranslated region. Where ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So untranslated region in mRNA is found both in the 3' end and 5' end. So option C, what it is? At both 3' end and 5' end beyond terminator codon and before AUG respectively. Next, a structural gene has been given, so you have to identify the complementary strand. Let's see. See, 3' is there. First which comes? 5'. 5' A T G C, right? Next, T A G C, T A G C, right? And T A G C 3'. So which is the correct option here? Option C. Next, 31st. Read the following statements. So two statements are given. Let's see the statement. Statement 1. All vertebrates develop a row of vestigial gill slits during the embryonic stage. This is a correct statement. All the vertebrates develop vestigial gill slits. Next, statement 2. Embryos always pass through the adult stages of other animals. So this statement is wrong. Why? Because embryos never pass through the adult stage of other animals. Okay, so option statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Next, 32. Stanley Miller experiment stimulated the condition of prebiotic earth using spark discharge apparatus. Which organic compounds were observed by him on analysis? The end product of this experiment. So of course when Stanley Miller conducted the experiment, the end product were two amino acid, that is glycine and alanine. So option D, amino acid. Next, most ape-like ancestral primate. So most ape resembling ancestral primate is Dryopithecus. So option A, Dryopithecus. Next, the principle of vaccination is based on which property? So vaccination is based on the property of memory. So option A is the correct one. Next, 35. Genome of HIV replicates in the macrophages with the help of the enzyme called. So HIV replicate in the host with the help of an enzyme known as reverse transcriptase. Next, read the following statements. So again two statements are given. Let's see. Statement 1. Morphine is obtained by acetylation of heroin. No, heroin is obtained by acetylation of morphine. So statement 1 is wrong. Next, statement 2. Cannabinoids are known for their effect on cardiovascular system. So this is correct. So statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Option C. Next, mule is the result of. So here mule is a result of anta keltidare. Mule is a cross between donkey and horse. You all know it is the result of interspecific hybridization. Next question, 38. The water potential of the pure water. Obviously the water potential is 0. Option C. Next, match the pigments given in the list 1 with their color in the chromatogram given in the list 2. So 39th question, let's see. Chlorophyll B matches with yellow green. Next, carotenoid matches with yellow orange. Chlorophyll A matches with blue green and xanthophyll with yellow. Okay, so here 1T, 2T, 3S and 4R. So option B is the correct one. Next, which is the intermediate compound that links the end product of glycolysis with TCA cycle? This is the easy question. So the end which links the TCA and glycolysis is acetyl-CoA. Option A. Next, 41. Auxins shows apical dominance. What about gibberellin? So gibberellin induces bolting. So what is bolting? It is a sudden growth of plant before the flowering. So it is seen in cabbage and beet. Okay, so next, the term uremia refers to. So uremia, when urea is accumulated in the blood. So option A, accumulation of urea in the blood. Next, the typical lub-dub sound heard during the heartbeat are produced due to. So you all know the lub is due to closure of bicuspid and tricuspid valve and the dub is due to the closure of semilunar valves. So option C is the correct one. Next, the functional unit of contraction is. So the functional unit of contraction in muscle is sarcomere. Sarcomere is will be between two Z lines, right? So it is a portion of myofibril between two successive Z lines. Next, 45th question. Match parts of the brain given in the list 1 with their function given in the list 2. Let's see. First one, medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata, it helps in respiration. Next, hypothalamus in maintaining the body temperature. Next, cerebral cortex in motor function. And limbic system is in olfaction. So option D is the correct one. Next, hydra reproduce asexually by producing. So this is the easiest question from first chapter. Hydra reproduces by budding. Option C. Next, when male and female gamete are morphologically distinct, it is known as, of course it is heterogamete. If it is same, it is known as homogametes. Okay. Next, 48. The role of filiform apparatus in synergid is. So filiform apparatus are the finger-like projections which guide the pollen tube inside the embryo sac. So option C guides the entry of pollen tube. Next, 49. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of another flower of the same plant is called. So what it is called as? It is known as geitonogamy. Next, 50. Match the content of list 1 with the list 2. Polyembryony is seen in lemon. Perisperm is seen in black pepper. False fruit is apple, and parthenocarpy in banana. So which is the correct option here? Option A. Next, which of the following hormone is not secreted by human placenta? So human placenta will secrete 4 hormone: HCG, HPL, progesterone, estrogen. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ additional option ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ LH, luteinizing hormone. This is the wrong one. So ಇದು option D is the correct option. Next, 52. In human female, the endometrium of the uterus consists of a glandular layer. Option B. Next, if 2 primary spermatocyte and 2 primary oocyte undergo meiosis simultaneously, what will be the ratio of spermatozoa and ova produced? So 4 spermatozoa and 1 ova. So 4:1. The enzyme recombinase is required at which stage of the meiosis? So enzyme recombinase is required in the Fakitin stage. Option A. Next, 55. Which of the following exhibit haplodiploidic life cycle? So option D, Ectocarpus will exhibit haplodiploidic life cycle. Next question. Identify the phylum which shows the following characteristic. Let's read the characteristic. First character, animals are exclusively marine, radially symmetrical and diploblastic. Okay. Second one, body bears 8 external rows of ciliated comb plate. Erade option odidre saku, you will get the answer. The answer is D, Ctenophora. Next, 57. When a flower has both stamen and carpel, then the flower is obviously bisexual flower. Next, ciliated epithelium cells are present in bronchioles of the respiratory tract. Next, which of the following statement is correct with reference to vacuole? So vacuole contains water and excretory substance. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. It is a membrane bound and contain water and excretory substance. D, it lacks membrane and contain water and excretory substance. Vacuole are bound by membrane known as tonoplast. Hence option B is correct. Next, 60 and the last question. Exoskeleton of arthropod is made up of unique complex polysaccharide known as. So exoskeleton of arthropod, exoskeleton means the skeleton which is present outside and it is made up of chitin. Option B, chitin. So ellarigu maximum marks bandide anta tilkontini. So hope you all liked the video. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.